Okay, good morning. So, can I have a good morning in the chat so that I know that all of you are excited for this little session? And once again, thanks a lot to
Good
BLL
morning.
for the opportunity. Uh, Thank you so much, Vivek. Good morning. Yes, Rita ji, Shobha ji, good morning. So, always delighted to do whatever I can contribute in terms of the whatever little knowledge I have about business and about sales or whatever. So whatever I'm able to contribute. So thank you so much, BLL, for this platform. This is my first online session in Business Pe Charcha. So once again, thanks Garima, thanks Rahim for all the opportunity. And thanks to all the wonderful members. I think I've received a lot of affection, a lot of friendship, bond from this community since about a year that I have joined. So I really thank all of you. एक आज का सेशन का टाइटल है very quickly leadership in the SME business. All of us are either running SME businesses or we are part of some SME ecosystem. So I'm going to share a little framework with you in terms of understanding how we can go about it. I always like to share frameworks for the very simple reason that frameworks help us to retain the content, and somewhere you can go back and refer and makes it easier for all of us to try and implement those learnings. लेकिन जैसे कि हर सेशन में मैं कोशिश करता हूं, एक एक शेर से शुरू करते हैं. अगर आप लोग वाह वाह कहेंगे और थोड़ा सा मेरा हौसला अफजाई करेंगे तो एक शेर से शुरू करते हैं कि or and it is relevant to what we are trying to kind of share today with each other. जिंदगी भर हम ये खता करते रहे. ऋषि साहब गौर फरमाना. जिंदगी भर हम ये खता करते रहे, चेहरे पर धूल थी और आईना साफ करते रहे. जिंदगी भर हम ये खता करते रहे, चेहरे पर धूल थी और हम आईना साफ करते रहे.
वाह
तो
वाह वाह वाह
वाह
वाह।
वाह
Wow, wow,
वाह
wow.
वाह।
How many
so
years of no bath?
आगे।
so when you connect this to a lot of entrepreneurs, we tend to blame the government, we tend to blame GST policies, we tend to blame the kind of ecosystem that we're living in. Most and the worst is we blame customers for not buying from us, so on and so forth. But the end of the day, what is important is to reflect within and see where am I going right and where am I going wrong. And one of the big challenges with the SME scaling up part is they all dream of coming up with IPOs. They dream of becoming a big company. They dream of becoming, a lot of them dream of becoming a corporate. But then it's not just about scaling up. It's also about scaling up with the right culture, with the right kind of systems. It's about scaling up with the right kind of people development, professionalism, so on and so forth. So to condense all this, now it can be a very big workshop, a very big seminar that we can kind of get into. But right now, the whole idea is how do we pledge ourselves and how do we commit ourselves to whatever size of our business is today? How do we commit ourselves and pledge ourselves to practicing some of the things which will help us not only become create a better business, but most importantly, how can we become better people and better entrepreneurs ourselves? At the end of the day, I can grow, my organization can grow only if I am ready to grow within myself and I'm able to grow the people around me. We may not have, a lot of us may not have a lot of employees, but we are always surrounded by people, communities, people from like BLL community. They're all part of the team somewhere. Or people, our customers, our clients, people who are our influencers, nominators, so on and so forth. So I'm going to share with you very quickly what is called as the pledge model. So I don't have a presentation. I'm just going to keep it interactive. In case somebody wants to put something in the chat, raise your hand and make a comment or ask something, you're most welcome to do that. It's going to be a breezy session. So basically, what does pledge stand for? PLEDGE. Pledge stands for P for purpose and professionalism. Now, I ask a lot of entrepreneurs a very simple question. What is the purpose of your business? And they say, I want to make money. I just want to say that Henry Ford, and I'm not saying this because Hariharan ko koi sunta nahi hai, but Henry Ford ko sab sunte hain. And Henry Ford said, If the objective of your business is to make money, then that is a very poor business. How ironic is his statement? He says if the objective of your business is to make money, then it's a very poor business. Then what should be the objective of a business? The objective of a business should be to make a difference, should be to solve a problem in the chosen area of work that you are in. Why do you exist? I urge all entrepreneurs to go back and ask this question to yourself. Why does this business of yours exist at all in this world? And if this business did not exist, how would this world not benefit from that absence of that business? So when I created Hariharan School of Success Education, HSSC, in 2009, and it's been almost 17 years since this journey has been going on, and God has been very kind. Uh, I believe that my business exists so that we can create a more competent society by training people. Now, if HSSC did not exist, this world would be that much poorer because this business did not come into this world at all. And I think that's the kind of spirit with which we need to work. So, what's the purpose of my business? Do I have a defined purpose, vision, mission, and value statement for my business? So we do an extensive workshop on helping entrepreneurs actually derive their purpose, or kind of clearly note down their purpose, vision, mission, and values, which is extremely critical. It's not just about knowing. It's not just about having a great product to sell. That product should serve a purpose. What purpose is your business serving? So I urge all of you to ask that question. Second aspect related to P, of course, is professionalism. A lot of family run businesses, especially, suffer from a lack of professionalism because everything is controlled at the founder's level or at the family level. And what happens is the skill sets, the opportunity to grow, the temperaments, whatever is needed to scale the business does not flow into the system. It is like a very controlled mechanism. They are not ready to let go. So I can also say another P, which is possessiveness. A lot of family run businesses are extremely possessive about what they have created. Now, if you don't let go, then what will happen is that you'll get stifled at some point of time. And all the best ideas and skill sets don't exist within one family or a small cohort of entrepreneurs. What is important is we have to take the help of the larger community within the organization to make our organization grow. So, for that, what is needed is to create a learning culture. I remember a conversation I recently had with one of the prospective clients. They said, we want to train our sales team. And I asked them a very simple question. Are you also ready to change in the process? I know that you want to change the way your sales team works, that they should become more professional, they should sell better, they should be better at communication, so on and so forth. But what about you, the founders? Are you also ready to change in the process? So learning culture in any organization starts from the top. You have to lead that culture. So are you a reader yourself? uh, do you Sorry. So do you attend seminars? Do you attend conventions? One of the things I like about Business Pe Charcha is always the presentations and the learning opportunities that we get. It's 15-20 minutes. I'm getting an opportunity today. Some others get an opportunity in the next Business Pe Charcha. These little learning opportunities is what builds us and our organization. An obsession for learning is what I call. You have to be obsessed with learning, because the more you learn, the more you will earn, not only in terms of money, but also in terms of your skills, your knowledge, your attitude, your habits. How you grow up as a person is extremely important. So P for have a defined purpose, professionalism, don't be possessive. L is for learning culture. E, which is where a lot of family businesses face a problem, is empowering people. Their inability to loosen control over the system. So one of the things which I love, what Marshall Goldsmith, who wrote this classic, What Got You Here Won't Get You There, says. He says that it's not only important to start doing certain things, it's also extremely important to stop doing certain things as an entrepreneur or as a professional. So for example, to take a very simple example, if somebody is unfortunately having, let's say, a little sugar problem, then it's not only important to take medicines, it's also important not to eat sugar. So if somebody says, I'm going to continue to eat sugar, but I'm going to also have my medicines, and that becomes a little counterproductive. So while I empower people, I should also stop being in control all the time, micromanaging. So, and this is where a critical leadership attribute also comes. D is obviously, how do I empower people? I cannot empower people unless I trust them and I'm ready to delegate some critical responsibilities to them. I don't have to take all the decisions in my life. It's not necessary that I have to take all the decisions in my life. I have to trust my people. One of the great things that Steve Jobs said was that I don't hire smart people for me to tell them what they are supposed to do. Rather, I hire smart people for them to tell me what I am supposed to do. I would rather hire non-smart people if I have to tell them all the time what they are supposed to do. So a lot of SME businesses also suffer from an inability to recruit the right kind of people. It's all about talent acquisition, as they say in the corporate world. It's all about getting the right people in. Like Jim Collins says in Good to Great, uh, you first got to hire the right people. So it's not that people are assets. He says the right people are the assets. People in themselves are not the assets. The right people are the assets. So are you putting all your energies into recruiting the right kind of people? So delegate, let people take ownership. If you don't trust people with responsibility, they will never be able to take ownership and deliver the results that they want or the organization wants. Then G, of course, is growth mindset. Do we really want to grow? When I say want to grow is not just in terms of profit, it's not just in terms of money, it's a holistic growth. Now, I make a distinction here between business and sales. A lot of people think business equal to sales. Sales is an important critical component in the business. Business also has HR, business also has operations, business also has customer service, business also has marketing. Business is a very holistic ecosystem where it is an enabler for sales, but sales alone is not the business. And that is something we need to understand. Now, when you develop that kind of a mindset, you're able to look at your business from a more holistic perspective and not just from a money making or a profit making perspective. Then the last is E equals excellence culture. Now, excellence is never an event. Excellence is a habit. Here's a beautiful story about a sculptor who was working on one of his sculptures on the 22nd floor of a very big temple. And he was not satisfied with one aspect of that face, the nose. He kept on carving that nose again and again, chiseling it, carving it, not feeling satisfied at all. One of his friends who was with him at that point was looking at it with great curiosity, and he said, "What the hell are you doing? Spending last 1 hour just trying to do something with this nose." He said, "In this particular sculpture, I'm not happy with the way this nose has come out." He said, "Why are you bothered? This is on the 22nd floor of the temple. Nobody will be able to see it." He said, "Correct, but when I go to sleep in the night, this image will come in front of me and it will not allow me to sleep because I have not done my job well." So that, my dear friends, is excellence. It's not to satisfy the world. Excellence is the value that you hold for your own self and for your business and for your organization and for your people. It's got nothing to do with how the world judges you. It's about, do you get sleep in the night? Suppose I didn't do this session well. I thought I took it very casually. Chal dekh leta hai, kuch bhi kar lenge, bol denge, kya farak padta hai. But then in the night, I'll feel why I didn't put in my best. They gave me an opportunity. They gave me a platform. Why did I go well prepared? So why do I not go well? Why did I not go well prepared for a client meet? Why did I not go well prepared with a presentation? Why was I not well groomed for an occasion? So excellence is all about your ability to be very harsh with yourself. to be ruthless with yourself and not compromise on what needs to be done. So here's the pledge model for a little nugget in terms of how leadership can become a greater story in the SME business. P is have a defined purpose, be professional, don't be possessive, create a learning culture, be a reader. Readers are leaders always. E, empower people, loosen your control, by which I mean you have to learn to delegate, let people take ownership, which is D, develop a growth mindset, and E for excellence culture. So I hope we all take the pledge today to follow the pledge which I have just shared with you. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you and thank you very much.
Thank you, Hari sir. Very nice, summarizing it, and it is connecting with us very much. And in
Thank you.
case that sculpture is not getting sleep, you recommend him my sleep better blend.
Very, very nice, Hariharan sir. So well explained. Really good. I appreciate you so
Thank you,
much.
Anuji. Thank you so much.
Super.
Hari, it was actually resonating with everyone,
Thank you,
and
sir.
everyone somewhere in our life or in business, we have faced these kind of situations, and you have made an extremely wonderful presentation. Great.
Thank
All
you
the
very much,
best,
sir.
and I pledge myself to do the right things.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You're already a role model for all of us, sir.
Arey, nahi, not at all. I'm far from there. Yeah. Anyway,
Hariharan sir, such a small word, and you explained it so well, beyond the imagination. I that thing has gone to my deep in my brain now.
Thank
Keep it
you.
in
Thank you,
mind.
Anuj.
Keep it
Thank you
in
very
mind.
much. Thank you, Anuji. Thank you so much.
Anybody wants to ask any question related to pledge, you can please ask.
Thank you, Hariharan sir. It was a very, very crisp but very to the point kind of a message, not only to me but to everyone. It's applicable for everyone and everyone's business. So thank you so much for sharing, and we'll
Thank you.
definitely pledge to do better from today onwards.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Such a small word and so deep meaning you explained to me. I have to take a pledge of it now. So definitely.
So I think everybody should now write down a business pledge.
Yes. So stands of gratitude to you, sir.
Thank you so
Gratitude.
much. Thank you. So I'm grateful to BLL that they keep pushing me to think about, speaking something meaningful. It makes me also prepare. So the best thing about my profession is I have to always be a learner if I want to teach. I have no other choice. So that makes the profession really beautiful. And we always say in our profession that the best way to learn is to teach. So if there is something that you want to learn, then go and prepare for it and teach it to the world. And that's the best way for you to learn. Thank you so much once again.
Great, great, great. Can I ask one question, Hariharan?
Hanji.
You said that the best way to learn is to teach.
Yeah.
I want to know who's your mentor. From where have you learned? Because I am
Yeah.
also a trainer. I know in this journey we have to learn a lot. We need to get some good mentors
Correct.
also. So who is your mentor?
So there are so many, and there have been so many, and they continue to be there, many of them. A lot of my own colleagues that I work with, my ex-bosses, people, some of I was very blessed to work with some really fantastic bosses, some horrible ones also, but then
Okay.
that's also a learning. So they also teach you how not to be a bad boss. So, uh, so it's actually there have been so many. I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint any one person. But there is somebody I look up to a lot in terms of advice, and somebody I reach out to is my mentor called Mahesh Ji in Delhi. He's a spiritual healer. He has always been with around me, for last 15, 16 years. We have been great friends, friend, philosopher, guide. My boss in Max New York Life, Manish Saklani, to whom I give a lot of credit for all the leadership gyan that I'm able to go around giving to people. Uh, so there are quite a few people that way. But I think apart from that, the most important thing is self-learning, and reading is a huge assist for my life. Uh, so there is hardly any visit to the airport, and I'm not down 500, 600 rupees. Because the first thing to do is to have coffee and then enter the bookshop and figure out. And I read a lot of management books. And for example, I'll just give a quick example. And I don't look at what is the price, and I'd never negotiate on books. So I picked up this book called A CEO's Brew by Sanjeev Mehta. If you all see this, can you all see this? Yeah. Uh, it's promises. I've not started reading it, but I'm going to read it very soon. Maybe today itself I'll start. My Unilever journey of creating over $600 billion value. Now, these kind of people, when they share knowledge about their life experiences, and you just need couple of great ideas, and suddenly you feel so alive. I recently read a book by Shiv Kumar, Mr. Shiv Kumar, the CEO Mindset. Uh, and you will see in all my sessions, I roll out names of books continuously, because a lot of the stuff that I'm able to share comes from there. Yes, pledge is nowhere there. It is my creation, but nothing is original. You have always derived something from somewhere, then you built on it, then you put your some masala into it, and you try to create something meaningful for the audience. So I think I urge everyone to be readers. Read voraciously. It's extremely important to be a reader, because that develops your mind like nothing else. Uh, and I find a lot of intellectual gap in people, in the way we go about life today. We are all become zombies of the social media world, all the time looking at reels, not allowing our thought processes to develop. We are not original thinkers. One cardiologist with whom I was having a discussion some time back on AI and medical field. So I said, AI is doing such fantastic stuff, so people will live longer, isn't it? They're already living so long, they'll live even longer. He said, no, you're mad or what? The people are not using their mind at all. How will they live longer? Because everything is programmed. So that if you don't use the mind, then you really you risk a life of great stagnation. So yeah, that's a very, very short answer to a very long question, Rahim.
Yes, yes, yes. No, there is a saying also, distraction kills creativity. Now people are getting so much distracted with social media, all ye wo, and AI habit is destroying their creativity a lot.
Absolutely.
Like, so we need to be much creative also. Creativity khatam nahi honi chahiye, what I believe.
Bilkul, bilkul. I think originality is
Yes,
getting lost.
yes.
Uh, so hard work. People are all looking for the shortest cut possible to make things happen. The fundamental is, till we are all alive, we have to work hard. There is no choice. so,
Regarding
and
the AI, only point I would say is every tool has
yeah,
its benefit. The key thing
absolutely,
is AI is not that. If you let it be your master, then it's your brain.
absolutely.
So
You
you
should know
be
to
the master,
leverage it.
whatever tool. Before AI, we had the web, internet, we said 4G, 3G. We till such time we don't take ownership that I am the master. So I have the power to do, not do, use, not use. Till you don't get into that space, you will always blame something else for whatever is happening.
Absolutely.
So my simple take is AI is a wonderful tool. I mean, and you can see Rishi, what all see, things he has been doing, and each of us definitely using it for many good things. But obviously, never subordinate your intellect to AI, because at the end of the day, AI is also at this stage garbage in, garbage out tool. So you are
Correct.
relying on the fact that you're assuming that thousands of people have put the right thing in, and basis which AI is giving you a decision. No, that's not the case. So please do not let go of your own intellect, your own judgment, and your own life experience. So
Very well
I
said, Ayyappan, because AI is a leverage. And as long as we stick to our fundamentals of continuing to work hard, being focused, using our mind, then you know how to use these tools to your advantage rather than
Precisely.
become a slave to that. Now, for
Yep.
example, we've done something in my organization. We have developed of course, if I have developed it, I'll feel wonderful only about it. But I'm saying we developed a tool called Keys. Know Your Energy Wiring System is an assessment tool. Gayatri Joshi from BLL has experienced it because we are having some sales conversations in the past couple of months. So it took us, we have actually leveraged AI after 5 years to now automate it. Otherwise, the report was being made manually so far. So now to take AI's help to automate it, we had to apply a lot of our mind into it. So my colleague Dilip Sharma, whom also I consider as Rahim, one of my mentors only, apart from being a great friend and a colleague, a very intelligent guy. Ayyappan would love to meet him because he's very technologically oriented. He researched so many tools of AI and he trained AI to automate the report for us.
We are just running out of time actually.
Yes.
SV Rao sir, if you can make it very fast, please. You can ask a question, but make it very fast.
Yeah,
We need to move ahead. Yeah.
Actually, during the course of his replies, most of my questions are answered, so answer will not be long.
Okay.
But what we spoke in length about the AI, but
Yeah.
what the AI cannot do is be curious. That's only human intelligence that can do. You have to be curious, and you have
Absolutely.
to have that itcha of learning everything every time. So that is one thing AI cannot do. So take advantage of that and be curious and be inquisitive of everyone on how they are having, how they're going about. So I think that's one message which was indirectly sent by Hari, but probably that's the message I got. Yeah. Thank you. That's
Thank you,
all.
sir.
I don't expect an answer now. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank you,
ask
sir.
me
Thank
also,
you.
sir. I
Thank you,
can
Hariharan.
speak for 1 more hour in the name of an answer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Hariharan. It was amazing. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
We'll move ahead with our breakout rooms.